Welcome back to a brand new edition of Sports Corner. I'm your host, Dominique, and to the left of me I have Malik Perkins. Malik, how are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good today, man. I'm just happy to be here.
Alright, and to the right of me I have Willie Love III. Willie, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. The sun not beaming like last week, but we gonna be okay. We're gonna be okay.
Alright, so today's lineup is a recap of week 3 of college football, the race for the Heisman, is Jeff Fisher on the hot seat, is Kappernicks Efforts going in vain, and our top 5 of the week. So let the games begin. Week 3 of college football is now over, and it seems like it was a couple upsets this week. What was your take on week 3 and the rankings? Willie, let's start with you.
Wisconsin proved my point. I told y'all last week they was up there too high. Texas did the same thing. Texas got beat by Cal. Wisconsin struggled with Georgia State. They're not a top 10 team, neither one of them.
But did they win?
Don't matter.
Did they win?
Don't matter. Texas did win.
They did not win, but did they win? Did Wisconsin win? Are they 3-0?
By 4 to Georgia State. They 3-0. They not. Are they a top 10 team? No. Are they a top 10 team?
The head coach about that. He's
Are
gonna
they
say
a top
You're gonna ask the
10
head
team?
coach about that. He's going to say
No,
some
we're
things
not a
went
top
wrong,
10
but an
team.
ugly win is still a win. It's still
They're
a
not a
W.
top
It's
10
still a
team.
W.
They're not the top 10 team.
Hey, until they lose a game,
not
they're
a
gonna
top
be
10
there.
team.
Until they lose a game.
I'll let you have this one for the day. Let you have this one. But another thing, playoff hopes are over with already in week 3. Oklahoma Notre Dame, it's over with. Their hopes are over with. So week 3 was
I'm not gonna
crazy
argue with
week.
you because that is very true. Once you get those 2 L's up under your belt for that year, it's kind of a like, okay, let's just get through the season. Let's just get through the regular. So I'm all right with that.
Then how about North Dakota State though?
My big thing on that, I'm not surprised that North Dakota State beat Iowa because North Dakota State has won plenty of championships and it's been 3 in a row so far. But what I'm saying is that North Dakota State can play with just about any FBS team in the country. Because they're D2, because they're looked down upon and whatnot, they still can dominate in the FBS. If they were put in the FBS, I'm pretty sure they would have just as much success as any of these other schools out here. And that's just me speaking because of what they've done in past years. They have a very good football team and good football environment around there in North Dakota State.
All right, so we head over to Rennae for this week's Street Corner.
Hey guys, it's your girl Rennae Morgan, and Street Corner wants to know, is FSU still highly favored against Miami October 8th, considering their poor start off? Let's ask you Wildcats.
Oh, FSU beating Miami. Yes, absolutely. FSU, they're a way better team. Yes, they had a rough 2 weeks. They came out the first week with a win, but Louisville showed them that they weren't as good as they used to be. So just saying that I don't think Miami is a strong enough competitor to actually face up to a team like FSU and win. It might be a close game. Then again, it might be a blowout. Who knows?
I think Florida State is still highly favored because Miami is still young, and I think Florida State just has that team unity.
Nah, I like Miami to win, to be honest.
Yeah, because FSU is just not doing well. They not. It's ridiculous.
Just sad. Horrible. They said with their game, bro. Step it up.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, Miami done won the first game already. You already know what time it is. You already know.
Just get the dub.
Yeah. Y'all have some strong opinions, but my opinion is FSU, they're very strong. They're a strong team, and they're known for crushing other teams. But Miami just won their first game, and then FSU's not doing so good. So I believe it's everyone's game, and I think we all should tune in and see who wins. That's it. Back to you in the studio.
Thank you, Rennae. So, is FSU still the highly favorite for the UM matchup? Willie, let's start with you.
I want to delegate. I want to defer on this one. I'm gonna let Mr.
Oh, you want me to go
I'm
first?
gonna let Mister go first.
You want me to go first? To be honest with you, yes. Florida State will still win against Miami. Yes, we had a horrible game. It was just bad. It was embarrassing. Yes, it was a bad game. But when it comes to Miami, I mean, you guys beat FAU, FAMU, and who else did you guys beat? Appalachian State, and now the U is all of a sudden back already. They say that, you guys say that every single year. The U is back, the U is back. You guys got a good coach now. Oh, now all of a sudden the U is back. You guys have been saying that for the past about 2 years now, so when is the U actually really gonna come back?
Are you done?
You know what, I'm done.
Are you done?
I'm done. I think
All
I
right.
said enough.
I'm gonna just shut you down real quick. Everybody said last week the Canes were gonna get upset by Appalachian State because they hung with Tennessee and how they put 150 plus rushing yards on Tennessee, but average 2 yards a carry against Miami. Everybody disrespects Miami, but be on the come up because y'all really got embarrassed last week. Y'all haven't. Y'all made it seem like Appalachian State was so great because what they did with Tennessee. Now it's Appalachian State. Yes, it is.
They had a pretty good game against Tennessee.
But everybody, we was on upset alert, right? But that upset was over with first quarter, 21-0.
No one expected for Appalachian State to beat Miami. Nobody.
Y'all have a lot of questions. Florida State has a lot of questions that he need to solve. First off, worry about South Florida before you worry about the Canes. Worry about South Florida first. They're on the come up. But October 8th, watch my Canes take down FSU and put us back on. Respect
you
Miami.
You don't even believe that.
I definitely believe that. I definitely believe that.
I think that's more of a fan talking instead of
you don't even believe that. Y'all gonna beat us. I
highly believe that Florida State will still beat Miami.
by Louis.
I mean, no, it happens. It happens. It's football and it happens. But when it comes to Florida State versus Miami, when it comes to this year, no, you guys still don't have a chance to beat them. I think y'all still have some stuff to work out over there in Miami. You guys, okay, yeah, you're 3-0 right now. You're 3-0 right now. But what's gonna happen for the rest of the season?
Y'all 2-1?
2-1, yes we are.
3-0.
And we're still ranked higher than you.
We get disrespected in the poll to begin with. You done? You done?
Yes.
October 8th.
William.
Oh, October 8th. All right, Mr. Shaquan. October 8th. Miami gonna be on top of Florida State, and I'm gonna come back on camera after that week, and I'm like, I told y'all.
That's it. We're not.
I told y'all.
Moving on. The race for the Heisman. The race for the Heisman. Who is in the lead? We'll be back after this break.
Hey Willie, did you figure out what AP was doing this weekend?
He went to Miami.
He went to Miami?
He went to Miami.
With who?
Not his ACL.
Not his ACL. That thing gone. Hey, I talked to Stephen A last night.
What did he say? He said Miami's gonna win because FSU.
No,
right?
he definitely didn't say anything like that. He said he liked the show though. He definitely said, you gonna wash your hands this time?
No,
I'm just saying, last time you came in the bathroom, you didn't wash your hands.
Don't put it on, because FSU fans don't wash their hands at all.
You're a Miami fan, right?
We're clean. Cleanliness next to godliness. I don't know what y'all doing in Tallahassee.
What are y'all, duck?
Ducks saying what? What Seminoles do?
Seminoles?
What Seminoles do?
We're a freaking tribe. What do you expect, man?
Nigga, y'all bathe in dirty lake water.
Man, you don't know what we bathe in.
Y'all don't bathe in nothing.
We live in the swamp.
That's why you're not clean.
Y'all
Y'all ride dirty hearses.
Come on, we gotta do the show.
Ain't no show without me. Y'all gonna wait.
The race for the Heisman. Who do you feel like is in the lead? Malik, what's your take on it?
Who's in the lead is an obvious person. Of course, it is Lamar Jackson right now. But for who I want to excel and who I think is going to be very consistent as the season goes along is Christian McCaffrey from Stanford, the running back. I really am impressed with this guy because last year he had a very strong Heisman push, and then this year he just came back and he's showing that he's not going anywhere. Nothing is changing. He has just about 300 yards rushing, 3 touchdowns, and now he's actually starting to catch it more out of the backfield now and be a threat when it comes to just the receiving game as well. So Christian McCaffrey, I like him to be the Heisman winner as the year goes along.
Willie?
I'm just riding the Lamar Jackson train.
Yeah.
I'm riding the Lamar Jackson train right now. I mean, the man has more rushing yards than McCaffrey as a quarterback. That has 916 passing yards. So 18 total touchdowns. I mean, it's clear right now who is, if the season would end today, Lamar Jackson, but I feel like he's only going to get better as the season comes to the end. Because right now his passing game, it could be way better.
You don't think it's better than it was last year?
Of course, he started playing towards the end of last year. He didn't come in starting, so it was like
last year he was still a threat to many teams. Though
he was, but he wasn't as hype as he is now. He burst on the scene this season.
Yeah.
So it's like now everybody's going. They have to respect Lamar. You have to game plan against Lamar. Like it's kind of cliche that it's one person. You can't if you don't stop one person, you're not gonna win. I mean that's the case for Lamar. If you don't stop Lamar, the whole team is going. So it's like that man. It's something great. And Vic himself said he's 5 times better than he was in college. So it's like.
I think Michael Vick was drinking
I don't
that
think
night.
You gotta respect the man.
I don't think anybody. I don't think any real Vic fan wants to agree with that statement. But because Vic said it, it's like you can't.
Deny.
You can't deny
it. Needs some attention.
But me, like growing up and watching Vic do everything that he did, like I don't want to even think like that Lamar Jackson is better than Michael Vick.
What you saw in 3 games is like
it's amazing.
It's Michael
amazing.
Vick-esque.
It is amazing. But we
Vick-esque.
have to let the whole season ride before we go to saying that he's better than what Michael Vick was in college. And the fact that he said 5 times better,
I think he was saying 5 times because you said he had 5 touchdowns against
I-
Florida State.
I
No
mean,
shots intended, but
No, there was plenty of shots.
No shots intended. No shots
But I'm gonna let him go though. I'm gonna let him go.
no pun intended.
Like you said, we still gotta wait for the rest of the season to continue. I mean,
We
right
gonna
now,
see what
yes,
he
Lamar
does.
Jackson is looking really, really good. But who's to say he can't get hurt next game or suspended? Or you never know.
Why would you wish
I'm
that
not
on that
wishing on
man?
nobody. I mean, it's college football.
Oh, my
Anything can
Lord.
happen. It's any given Saturday.
If Lamar
right?
Jackson gets hurt, we know who said it.
He said Tony Romo was gonna get hurt before the first game.
Listen, let's not.
The day before the game, and what happened?
Let's not go,
Oh,
go
you a
back
wizard.
to me. Let's not go back to
You
me.
Do you want to roll the? You want to roll the tape again?
No, we already rolled it.
You want to roll the tape again? Let's roll the tape again.
When can I let this tape go? As soon as Tony Romo get hurt, let's just put it like this. Put Dak Prescott in, the man gonna snap. That's how I see it so
You're
far.
really impressed by him.
I'm so impressed by this man. I don't know why you're looking at me. It
Deja
happened.
vu.
It
Deja
happened.
vu.
Yes,
Deja
deja
vu,
vu.
right?
But y'all knew it was gonna happen. That's the thing. Y'all knew it was gonna happen.
We ain't know it was gonna happen
The
that
kids knew it was
soon.
gonna happen.
We know it was gonna happen that soon. You wished on the man.
I ain't wishing on nobody.
It was an accident waiting to happen.
Exactly. My bad. You knew that was gonna happen. Come on now. We all knew Tony Romo was going down
Okay.
sometime soon. We
But
knew
no,
it.
I'm not wishing nothing bad on Lamar.
Hopefully the man has a great season, but I'm still gonna go with
He's
Christian
on the road
McCaffrey.
for great things, but you know we still have to wait for the rest of the season.
We'll see how it turns out.
All right, so moving on. Week 2 of NFL. 5 things we learned about from this week's recap. The Rams win over the Seahawks. Actually reveals how badly Jeff Fisher could be as a coach or how's he handling the team. So is he on the hot seat, yeah or no?
Definitely, he's definitely on the hot seat. That front office moved a lot of things to get Jared Goff, and he's not playing. And if y'all don't, they won 9-6. If I'm correct.
No, I'm sorry, it was 9-3.
9-3. My fault. 9-3. You got a quarterback that was believed to be the franchise, and he's sitting riding the pine. The GM and the owner's not gonna like that. So if y'all don't change, y'all don't win, y'all don't score points. They scored 9 points on the season in 2 games.
They beat Seattle. Did you expect them to beat Seattle after that loss to San Francisco?
Seattle is vulnerable after what they did against the Dolphins. Seattle proved to me that they're vulnerable. You scored 12 points. Something is wrong with that offense.
Did you expect the Rams to beat Seattle after they lost to San Francisco, which was a game that many people thought that the Rams were supposed to just demolish them?
I'm gonna put it like this. Did you expect Jameis Winston to have a game like he did after he came off a pick six his first throw? It's something similar. It's something similar.
Do you?
It's more talking than the team than the player, but it's something similar.
Do you think that the Seattle Seahawks were supposed to beat the Rams? Yes or no?
They could have any given Sunday.
That was a yes or no
Any given,
question.
yes. Cause look, talking about yes, they beat Seattle in the opener last year. Why couldn't they beat them?
Who?
The Rams beat Seattle last year in the opener.
Yes, they did.
So it's more than possible for the Rams to beat the Seahawks. They've done it before. They can
they've
do
done
it
it
again.
before, but I'm saying,
But they
I'm
did it
asking
in
you,
this fashion with no offense. No offense.
Their team is still a bad team. That means that the Rams are in trouble. That means that Jeff Fisher's in trouble. He's still winning games. He just won a game. So that means he's in trouble now.
not scored a touchdown.
Did he win the game?
Yes, he won the game. But looking at the GM standpoint, I traded picks for this man to be our franchise, and you have him riding the pine. We could have got a lot more. But
Coach, I think that's a coach standing by what he believes in. That's a coach that's doing what he thinks is
Well,
right.
we
And
standing
if it got him that W against Seattle, which is supposed to be the top team and that going back to Super Bowl every single year, then hey, maybe what this guy is doing, Jeff Fisher, maybe what he's doing, it might be right. What do we know right now?
We standing by a coach that's not going to have a job by the end of the season.
We will
That's
see.
what we're standing
We
by.
will see when that
We
time
will
gets
know Jeff Fisher will have no job.
I'm not.
Bold statement here,
I
maybe.
Well, yeah, because they're going to take an L next week.
They're going to take it from who? The Bucks. And you know what?
I think I'm with Willie on this. I'm with Willie. Yes, they're going to take it
the Bucks to beat the Rams.
Without Doug Martin, we still going to beat the Rams.
What's the score?
We're going to put a 28 on them boys at least.
And what are they going to score?
0.
You think the Buccaneers defense is going to pick
Talking
that
about
out?
35-0.
He definitely doesn't believe that. That's like wishful thinking for this guy.
We are not the 49ers.
Okay.
35-0. I might be wrong, but we still going to get the W.
He's definitely wrong.
Stay tuned next week. Buccaneers beat the Rams.
So next
Week
thing
3.
was the Rams and the Giants won their game without scoring offensive touchdowns. Did you guys know that?
I was aware of it. Does it happen in the NFL? Yes. Sometimes it's just a really defensive game, and sometimes defense is gonna have to win the games for you.
I mean that's sometimes you gotta grind it out the best way you can. It might
as an ugly win. Never.
Well, it was reported that Seattle and the Rams was an ugly win.
It really is.
It really was though. 9-3. 9-3.
It's a win.
9-3. That's a baseball score. If you think about it.
That's basically saying FC Barcelona playing a local high school team. And a high school team
a high school team would have
lucky
scored
to
at
get
least
3.
21.
On the
No, I'm just saying, high school football, they would at least put up 21
On the NFL
points.
defense?
You look like an NFL defense to me.
They're in the league for some reasons.
Nobody even
They get
look.
some reason.
Kids, everybody. No one in the NFL is sorry because they had to be good enough to make it.
That's true.
Both two-star running backs, Adrian Peterson and Doug Martin, both went down in week 2. So what is the expectations for Minnesota Vikings and Tampa Bay Buccaneers? So really, let's start with you.
I mean, it's the next man up mentality. We have a pretty solid back in Charles Sims, so he's proven that he can do something from last year and this year. So it's more of that. I feel like the Bucs are going to be okay. And then they also signed Jaquiz Rogers last week, so it's like you have the backs. It's the next man up. There's not no big drop off. There's not no unknown name behind it. So you have Jameis Winston. You have a pretty solid group of receivers. It's just more of what the running game is going to do next week. So I mean, I feel like they're going to be pretty straight next week. So it's not going to be no big drop off or they need him to win. So it's going to be all right.
I think when it comes to Adrian Peterson and the Minnesota Vikings, I think that the Vikings are going to suffer just a little bit because just having Adrian Peterson in the backfield, it opens up more things downfield for Sam Bradford to pass to. You understand what I'm saying? And when you have Adrian Peterson, arguably one of the greatest backs to ever play the sport of football, in that backfield, that makes the defense have to scheme around them. And that has to scheme around them, so that makes the receivers open downfield. So without having Adrian Peterson back there in the backfield, even being a decoy, he doesn't even have to produce because over those past 2 games, he didn't average. I think he averaged like 1.9 yards a carry. So just having him back there as a decoy is going to open up something. I think that's why Sam Bradford and Stephon Diggs had such a good connection, because it came in hot, and Stephon Diggs really stepped up to the plate. But now you need more players than just Stephon Diggs to step up to the plate. Now you need a Kyle Rudolph to step up to the plate. Now you need a Laquan Treadwell to stop being a rookie and start becoming a pro. So I think they're going to struggle a little bit because AP is gone, but I think that if they scheme right, I think that they have a good way to at least have a plus seed. Maybe not playoffs.
The defense is really stepping up too, so it's more that defense might carry them to a long way too.
Hopefully the defense carries them enough further way, but who knows how the Vikings season is going to turn out, because last year they were one of the top teams with Teddy Bridgewater. Teddy Bridgewater is now gone, and now the person who was supposed to be the best back in the NFL, he's gone as well. So you got to kind of think like this offense might be in a lot of trouble.
They might have the injury bug.
Yeah, that injury bug does suck, man. It really does.
It just might have the injury bug.
We're going to have to see when it comes to Minnesota Vikings and Tampa Bay Bucks.
Stay in Minnesota. Don't come down south. Stay in Minnesota.
We're going to see.
All right. Coming up after the break, is Kappernicks Efforts going in vain? We'll be back after this.
You all good in there?
Yeah, man. I'm chilling.
I'm just saying, you taking a long time to pee.
Hey, man.
I hope you wash your hands after that and whatnot, man.
I don't think you wash your hands now.
I did wash my hands. You heard the water.
No, I heard the water.
Don't act like that. You better wash your hands when you come out. Don't make sure you don't touch me either.
I'm gonna put you the bum bum, put you right on your lip.
Ew, the fact that you actually have the bum bum. Yeah. That's the bad part about this. Hey Willie, did you figure out what AP was doing this weekend?
He went to Miami.
He went to Miami?
He went to Miami.
With who?
Not his ACL.
Not his ACL. That thing gone, huh? Hey, I talked to Stephen A last night.
What did he say? He said Miami's gonna win because that's for
No,
right?
he definitely didn't say anything like that. He said he liked the show though. He definitely said, you gonna wash your hands this time? I'm just saying, last time you came in the bathroom, you didn't wash your hands.
Don't put it on, because FSU fans don't wash their hands at all.
You're a Miami fan, right?
We're clean. Cleanliness next to godliness. I don't know what y'all doing in Tallahassee.
What are y'all, duck?
Ducks saying water. What Seminoles do?
Seminoles?
What Seminoles do?
We're a freaking tribe. What do you expect, man?
Nigga, y'all bathe in dirty lake water.
Man, you don't know what we bathe in.
Y'all don't bathe in nothing.
We live in the swamp.
That's why y'all not clean.
Y'all
Y'all ride dirty hearses.
Come on, we gotta do the show.
Ain't no show without me. Y'all gonna wait.
Why not be that generation that stops all the things that are going on? Quoted by Rennae, who's in support of Kappernicks protest. So that goes to say, is Kappernicks efforts going vain? Malik, what are your take on this?
What I will say when it comes to Colin Kaepernick and what he stands for and what he's doing for his country and what he wants to see out of it, I'm very proud of it, and I'm very glad to see that there are more people that are starting to take awareness to it. And it's just not for the NFL. This is happening in so many much more places. You are now starting to see college teams who are starting to make who are starting to take a stand on it. You are starting to see high school teams who are starting to actually feel what he's talking about, and you're starting to see it spread. And it's been numerous different sports who are to say that this is wrong, and we're going to start a protest for this as well. I'm just happy to see that the protest is growing and it's working, but I'm just sad to see that people are still trying to make it seem like, oh, racism is not alive and it doesn't exist, when clearly it does, and clearly social injustice is still happening. So what I will say when it comes to Colin Kaepernick is that I'm proud of what you're doing, I'm glad it's growing, but it's not going to stop overnight, and we all knew this, and so it's a process to where we just have to keep growing on it, and we have to keep educating ourselves, and we have to keep protesting until something changes. Really?
It's sad to see that all his efforts, are going in vain. Just this past weekend in Tulsa, Oklahoma, Terrence Crutcher is caught on video that he's backing up with his hands up. They said on the video he's following the commands. Then the police reporter says he's not. They tase him first. He's already no threat because he got his hands up walking away. Now you tase him, then you send shots at him. Then getting paid leave. Basically, you're getting paid leave to murder someone, And it's like all that he's doing, all that he's standing for is going in vain, It's like even with social media, they're bashing Kaepernick on social media, saying all these things, calling derogatory names and wishing the worst on him. And it's like, you're only proving his point.
Another thing I wanted to mention that was kind of messed up is now I heard there was a report that a student sat through the national anthem and got suspended from school. So what does that say for those who don't, who aren't Christian or who aren't of that religion of the United States of America? Those who are, have no religion that never stood for the national anthem or the Pledge of Allegiance, what's different from them,
Yeah, I mean,
So it's like, are they really just targeting the fact that because Kaepernick is in it and is this a black thing? Or
I was told last night, that it was a high school student. He was going to the locker room, and he went to a predominantly white school, and I guess his teammates were saying the N-word, and he asked them could they not say it based on the heights of what's going on now? And they was like, no, we're not saying it towards you, but we're not gonna say it. And then he took a knee, and, so it's like, what is this coming to? It's like, is it like it's becoming a trend? Because it's like you see it more and more often. Like it's never ending. Like you turn around, you like another one person is murdered. You turn around, another person is murdered. A student at FAMU was just murdered. He was in a car wreck, and you know he was bloody, asked for help. You know, and when I guess the police came, you know, they shot him on sight. You know, I can be wrong, I haven't really read up on him. That's what I, you know, seen and heard so far. So it's like,
The thing is, it's like, hopefully it starts to slow down, but it's not going to come to a complete stop because of one protest. We obviously need way more ways to get the word out and make it even more understandable to a certain type of culture, because there are people who are white who understand and who get it and who know that this is a problem, and and they support it, and they know, like, okay, something needs to change, but we can't change anything until we change the environment around us and ourselves. So we have to help ourselves out as well when it comes to how we are viewed by others and how we are viewed when it comes to the police as well, and how they view us, and who we are actually picking to be the police, and who are going to protect our lives, and who is going to be the ones that are going to be in charge and making sure that I'm safe and they are keeping the peace that they sworn in to do. So it's a plus that it's finally starting to be like, okay, these premier athletes that all these kids look up to, they're starting to be like, oh yeah, this isn't cool. And really, racism is taught. So if we're teaching our youth something different, it definitely can't keep moving forward.
Last thing I'm gonna say is that in this society,
we can want change, but as a society, we gotta allow change to happen. We have to allow it to happen.
Alright, so this week's top 5 is done by Malik.
Hey, y'all gonna like this top 5.
not betting the mine. It's not gonna be betting the mine.
Y'all gonna love this top 5.
It's not gonna be betting
Y'all
the mine.
gonna love this
It's
top
not gonna
5.
have you do the hump.
It's gonna make you do more than the Humpty Hump.
No,
You
it's
might
not.
jump out your seat. I'm just saying.
No.
You gonna like this top
It's not
5.
gonna make you catch a spasm or nothing.
It might make you hurt your back. You never know. You never know when it comes to my top 5. Let's
Roll the top 5 already.
top 5.
Going crazy. Whole city going crazy. Top 5, no debating. Top 5.
You like that, don't you, Willie? You like that, don't you, Willie? Don't lie, you like that, don't you, Willie? Don't lie, you do like that, Willie.
Said I wasn't gonna do it.
Well, how it make you feel, Willie? That's what I wanted. Yours truly.
Be sure to follow us on Instagram and Twitter at BCU Sports Corner from Malik, Perkins, and Willie Love III, who obviously just left the set, and your host, one and only Dominique Williams. Be sure to keep sports in your corner.